Hi, you see these beautiful flowers? It is called elderflower. It doesn't only look gorgeous, but it has some good health properties as well. In this video, I'm going to show you how to make an elderflower syrup, which is called Holunderblütensaft in German. And so stay tuned, and I hope that you find this video helpful. We will go in the forest and start looking. So we go in the forest and we start picking them. You will find the elderflower everywhere around Europe, but I also learned that it also grow in North America as well. It is in rural areas, woodlands, and you can find them at the edge of the forest. So you don't have to go deep to find them. Just like the pathways, that is where they grow. Very vivid to spot, and I think because nature wants us to consume them. I got a magazine in a shop here, and it's called Landapotheke, Countryside Pharmacy, and they have a whole lot of nature, old school, the way our ancestors used to use what nature presented them for medicines and stuff. So I want to try quite a few recipes while I have the opportunity to live here in the countryside. So I come home with my flowers, and they have a lot of bugs on them. A lot of tiny bugs like to sit on and eat them. So when you bring it home after picking them, you need a clear kitchen cloth on a tray, and you dab them gently, not too rough, because then you will be getting rid of all the good stuff from the bloom. So just gently dabbing, and I was picking also the brown dead blooms that were on it. And I had a tissue in my hand because when I found the bag, I did put the bags in the tissue and then went outside to shake them out there. So that is what I'm going to do here. Just pick them gently one after the other, shake it off a little bit and lay it aside. And when I finish, we'll continue. So now we are done shaking off all the bags, getting any dead flower, and we are going to be picking the Doldens out of, off the main stem that the flowers are on. I think it made more sense watching than me explaining because I cannot explain it properly. So we are going to need 50 Doldens. And Doldens is, in German you call them Holunderblüten Dolden. It's the same thing in English, I think. And we are going to need raw sugar. I use raw sugar because I like that dark color. If you use normal white crystal sugar, you will get a beautiful gold, very light see-through gold color. And I didn't have enough raw sugar, so I used 1 kilogram of raw sugar, which is brown sugar, and then half a kilogram of crystal white sugar. So you need 1.5 kilograms of sugar, whichever one you prefer. And then to that we will add, the kilograms, so that is in grams, the half a cup, the half kilogram is 500 grams. So you need 1,500 grams of sugar in total for this syrup. And then the same amount for your liquid, 150 1.5 liter, what am I saying? 1.5 liters of water. And we are not going to let this boil really hard. We are going to let it boil gently until the whole sugar is melted and it becomes clear, like a syrup. Then we will put it aside and have it cool down and then continue from there. I'm just giving it a good stir and I'll let it sit here for, it took about 5 minutes, I think, for it to get to this state where all the sugar was melted. And then we added our Zitronensäure in German, which is in English citric acid. We add 25 grams of citric acid to that, stir it and let it sit. When it's completely cool, we will continue then. So when you add the citric acid, make sure you stir it really well to combine everything. And yeah, you can see how steamy it is. All that steam has to go out. It has to be completely cool. And while it is cooling, we are going to take 1 orange and 2 lemons. Make sure they are washed, and we are going to cut them into really thin slices and put it in a clean pot.
Das ist voll cool, du bist oben. Wir dürfen nicht zusammen reden, ne? Oder nur du bist unten, du kannst entscheiden. Und dann halt, wenn wir spielen, wir werden. Dieses, kennst du das, was du mit dem Bier rein?
So after slicing all the lemons and the orange, we have them in the pot and we are going to add the elderflower doldens to it. And yeah, here in Austria, where I live, especially in the countryside here, they adore this syrup. You know, like during this time of the year, June, July, people go to the forest and just pick a whole bunch, make like 10, 15 bottles of Holunder Blütensaft, that is the name, elderflower syrup, and they will keep it in their basement and be drinking it all year round. I mean, during, not all year, but until the season comes back again. During winter, when people have like those feverish colds, they drink that daily, the whole day. You know, like they take 3 to 4 tablespoons of the syrup and then add about 250 mils of water and drink 4 to 5 times of this repeatedly throughout the day. So it's very, very helpful for your health. And so here you can see what I'm doing. I have the syrup completely cooled and I poured it on top of the lemon, the orange, and the elderflower. And I'm using a wooden spoon to press it down so that the flowers really soak the sugar syrup that we have made. And I'm also going to let the slices of oranges and lemons, lay on top to add just a little bit. It's not like it's heavy, but just a little bit of weight to it to make it sink down really well. And when that is done, we will cover it with a kitchen cloth, a clean one of course, and use a rubber band to tie to secure the cloth to the handles of the pot. And we will refrigerate it for 2 to 3 days. And after 2 to 3 days, you will see what we do next. Magst du das in der Schule?
Na,
Magst du das nur, wenn du spielst?
ich weiß nicht.
So today is the third day and we have taken it out of the refrigerator. Here next to it, I have a clean pot, and into that I have a strainer and a cheesecloth. And this is how we are going to strain our elderflower syrup to make sure that there are no debris whatsoever in the syrup, in the end product. So I pour it, and then using the help of a wooden spoon, I stir what I pour to help it go through the cheesecloth easily. And I'll keep straining this until it is completely finished. So after you've strained the syrup, you let it come to a quick big boil, and there will be this foam on top. Get your bottles ready. Make sure you wash your bottles in hot water a day before you do the filling. Let them dry completely. Sit them on a kitchen towel. Put them upside down if you can, to let all the water inside dry. Using some form of a funnel. I have mine from IKEA from 2 years ago. Great for doing something like this. Fill your glasses with the hot elderflower syrup. And yes, like I said, this is so refreshing and so just full of goodness, and it's easy to make, as you can see. So you take, if you are suffering from feverish cold and winter, runny nose, you take 3 to 4 tablespoons of the syrup. You add warm water. You boil some water, let it be warm, and you add 250 ml to that, and you drink it as a tea. You can, for me in summer, I like to drink it with ice and some soda water. It's so refreshing, and I love it so much. I can just go all through the year just drinking this. I also like to dry some of the elderflower, and I put them in like a net thing, like here it is, that I bought from Amazon last year, and I hung this in my basement, and in a week time it is completely dry. I fill the dried elderflower in glasses. You can put them in tea bags and then just take them and use them for tea or hot water, pour it on. You can put it in a big jar of water and let it sit for like 30 minutes and strain it, and you fill that water in your bottle and drink it throughout the day to boost your immune system over time. And you can also use it to rinse your mouth as a rinsing water if you have like sore in your mouth and stuff. Anyway, that is all that I have for you in this video. I hope that it wasn't too long, and I hope you go and start collecting some of the elderflower if you have them where you are, or if you've seen them, if you're on vacation and you spotted them, whatever. Just give it a try if you can. Let me know in the comments if you do try, if you already know this. And thank you so much for watching the video. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.